Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Anderson the Spider Silva versus Uriah Hall. This match is supposed to go down this year, October. Silva, of course, stepping in for Yoel Romero. Romero pulled out of the fight with an injury. Without any more delay, let's talk about this fight. Alright guys, let's first start with Anderson Silva. Anderson, of course, being the former UFC middleweight reigning champion. Anderson holds the record for the UFC longest title reign. That's 2,457 days as champ, beginning in 2006 and that run ending in 2013. He also holds the record for the most consecutive title defenses with 16. Needless to say, Anderson Silva is in the GOAT conversation, without a doubt. Silva is currently on a 2-fight losing streak. Before that, he defeated Derek Brunson, UFC 208, and prior to that fight, he was on a 4-fight losing streak. It's a fair assumption to say that Anderson Silva is clearly out of his prime. But if you look at the losses to his opponents, they are all top tier fighters. From Jared Cannonier, Israel Adesanya, he is the current champion at middleweight and Anderson went to decision with him. Anderson lost a short notice fight to Daniel Cormier, lost a decision to Michael Bisping. So yeah, again, in all fairness, he's losing to some pretty stiff competition. Right now, Silva's 45 years old, definitely long in the tooth for MMA, but at his peak and at his best abilities, we are talking about a superb striker, pinpoint laser accuracy, full bag of tricks standing, amazing timing, reflexes, pretty solid sub defense on the ground, excellent footwork, really amazing and solid chin. Go look at some of those older Anderson fights. Some of the bombs he would absorb, insane. Part of that was due to his reflexes, rolling with those shots. Moving on to Uriah Hall. Hall is a fair bit younger, 36 years old, a lot closer to his prime. Hall has a former karate and kickboxing background, very talented martial artist, great stand-up, great counters. He's fast, he's explosive. Just like Anderson, he has a mixed bag of tools standing. Hall's on a 2-fight win streak. Before that, he lost to Paulo Costa via TKO. Hall is really talented. The problem with Uriah Hall is that for whatever reason, he tends to drop fights. But at his very best, he can beat anybody on any given night. Really talented martial artist. So really quick, how do I see these guys matching up? I think it's a great fun fight. It's not too far up the ladder for Anderson Silva. And it's a good test for Hall to see if he still has it. I think at this point, they're pretty evenly matched standing. They have a lot of similarities standing. They both like to counter, set traps, both like to mix it up. I think Hall's a little bit more explosive, and I think Anderson's a little craftier and a little more precise. I don't think the ground game would be a factor in this fight. If I had to guess, these guys are going to stand and have a striking battle. Does Anderson still have the skill and reflexes to beat Uriah Hall at his age? Is Uriah Hall good enough to defeat a former champion and aging GOAT? Hall lately has had a better run. He is on a win streak. It's been pretty rough for Anderson, but look at the competition he's faced. Top tier fighters. If you look at Hall's career, he has also faced some pretty top guys. You got Paulo Costa, who's a contender, fighting for the belt soon. Gegard Mousasi, Derek Brunson, Robert Whittaker, Thiago Santos, Chris Lieben, Kelvin Gastelum, Chris Weidman. He didn't win all of those fights, but those are some serious names. Uriah Hall's last fight was in 2019, and Anderson's fight was in 2019. I think prime for prime, skill for skill, without a doubt, Anderson is the better fighter. But how far removed is Anderson Silva from his prime? Uriah Hall has a great shot at beating Anderson Silva present day. I could easily see a decision win for Uriah Hall. Who knows, maybe even a stoppage if he catches Silva with something. Hall is super dangerous and explosive on the feet. On the flip side, even a slowed down, out of prime Anderson could very well school Uriah Hall. This is a really tough fight to pick. I'm honestly torn between who has the edge in this fight. A lot of variables to think about. Once again, prime for prime, I would pick Anderson. Present day, not too sure. I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Anderson still has what it takes to defeat Uriah Hall. I would say via decision. Not too long ago, We saw Anderson Silva go to decision with the current champ, Israel Adesanya. Very impressive. Great chess match on the feet. If that Anderson shows up, I think he can beat Hall. Hall, like I said, has a tendency to drop fights. I think it's a mental thing with him. So yeah, guys, slight edge to Anderson Silva. I think he can do it, but such a tough fight to pick present day for me. I would love to know what you guys think in the comment section. Who wins this fight and why? I think Anderson might be a little bit craftier than Hall on the feet. More tricks up his sleeve. More of a will to win. Hall may have him in the reflexes and speed at this point, but the veteran might get it done. If you guys enjoyed this video and this is your first time at the channel, consider subscribing, like and share, guys. Very important. It's helping the channel grow. Appreciate you guys to the max. Looking forward to this one. And until the next segment, guys, you all take care.